Dude, so about Steve, I've been doing some thinking.
Okay.
Steve is my favorite character.
Best character. It used to be Jonathan.
God. Yeah, my favorite. Season 1, I love Jonathan. Jonathan was a great character. And Hopper was like close second. Because Hopper's just also a great character. Then Season 2, 3, Hopper was my favorite. And then and then Steve was close at the end of 3.
No, 3 made Steve. Like
3 was fucking great.
With I love like when TV shows and movies like make characters that like people didn't like, because people didn't like Steve originally.
Steve was supposed to die in Season 1.
Yes, I heard about that.
Yeah, like his dad was supposed to, or Jonathan and Will's dad was actually supposed to be the character with the redemption arc, but Steve got it instead, and I'm so fucking glad.
Yeah, because that doesn't make sense. Why would they give like the father a redemption story? Like,
yeah, well, actually, that would be kind of be cool. It's like, because there are like kind of deadbeat dads like that, like think they don't want a child at first, but then they meet their child, and then it's like, I made a huge mistake in the past, but let me try and make up for it. So maybe they would have kind of wanted to go that route. Doesn't excuse what they did, but still. But I'm so glad they chose Steve, because first off, Joe Keery, I love him. He's a great actor.
yeah,
He's just,
I don't know many of these other these actors from Stranger Things, their other work, but
yeah, no, I don't like. I don't know a lot of like actors overall, but like when I like an actor, like I'll do some research into them, like who they are as people, and like kind of just see, and it's like, oh wow, these people are actually really nice people in real life too.
Yeah.
But what's it called? As I was saying, Steve, I'm so worried for him, because at the end of Season 3, I said Steve's grown enough now. In Season 4, Steve and Nancy are going to end up getting back together by the end of it, because Steve has grown. Steve and Nancy have both grown so much as people, and now that Nancy and Jonathan live far away, it's going to cause a rift between them. That ended up happening.
Right.
And then they really were pushing for it this season. I'm like, oh, yes, was I actually right? They didn't get back together in the end. And now what I'm worried about is, like, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, wait, everyone loves Steve. Steve is would be the most impactful death in the show and outside the show. Because if they kill off literally, like, the biggest... They are building him up so much now that
death is going to destroy
everyone. Death is going to destroy everyone. And it's the end of the show.
Though.
And it's the end of the show, so they don't have to worry about having a season without him. So, not only would it affect the kids would be devastated, because he's always the babysitter. Always the babysitter. Robin, who would barely be affected by, like, anyone's deaths, because she's not as close with, like, anyone else. Yeah. It would affect Nancy. It would also affect Jonathan, as much as people don't think it would. It actually would, because, like, I feel like in Season 5, Jonathan and Steve are going to get close.
Okay.
Like, closer. They're going to, like, work some shit out. Because they never really got to do that.
I feel like Steve is going to give Jonathan tips to, like, help Jonathan and Nancy.
Like, even though Steve wants to be with Nancy, I think he's going to help with, like
nice guys always finish last.
I know. And, like, Steve is literally going to sacrifice his happiness to make everyone else happy. And I think he might sacrifice himself in the end, which I'm so worried about, because I fucking love Steve.
No, Steve not Dustin, because Dustin.
Dude, think how sad Dustin's gonna be. And I'm like,
he already lost Eddie.
I know, that was so sad.
But dude, I knew that death was coming.
No, you know what I think was the saddest part of the fucking finale? Dustin talking to Mr. Munson. Oh my god, that scene fucking, like, not enough people are talking about that.